We'll do it live! Fuck it!
This is Keys.
I got them keys. I got them keys.
Medicated Joker.
Why so serious?
And how dare you even ask me that? And why aren't you more ashamed of yourself?
Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody.
What's up, guys? I'm your host, Nexus Keys.
This Medicated Joker.
Welcome back to the Men of Few Words podcast. We've been MIA for a while. We apologize. I've been working on various projects. Medicated Joker's been out of town. He actually went to... Where'd you go?
Hershey Park.
How was Hershey Park, actually?
And actually, that place is great. Besides the long lines, okay?
Is that rice there? Like,
yeah.
Is it just candy? Because when I think of Hershey Park, I just think chocolate.
No,
like, I think Willy Wonka coming out
it's an amusement park. It's just like King's Dominion or Six Flags, except better.
Is it really better than King's Dominion?
It's better. It's like the rides really are so much better. Like all the rides gave me like a rush. Like King's Dominion, I'm used to, but Hershey Park, I'm not. So it's just like.
So are they like upside down rides? Like if you
Yes.
had to compare it to any King's Dominion ride, like.
I mean.
Like what's that one ride? Denominator.
Dominator. They have something that's similar to the Dominator.
Volcano.
They have something similar to that too, and like all the rides are like the rides get you. There's one there's one that goes forwards and backwards. I'm not saying the names right now because I honestly cannot remember the names. So don't get mad at me if you're just sitting there like, no, that's good, because I'm not gonna remember.
He remembers being at Hershey Park.
Yeah. So. Most of the time, we're sitting in lines. And unlike some amusement parks, I'm not going to name any. Hershey Park, they spritz you with cooling water when you're in the hot sun.
Six Flags do not do that.
Like,
King's Dominion does it sometimes. When you walk through those like different sections, they got like a mist.
Yeah, no, all the rides. They just had mist. They had fans that had mist coming out.
Oh, that's nice.
Cooling you down, like, as the line moved. Now, sometimes you got unlucky and missed, and sometimes you didn't. Like,
clearly, Hershey Park cares about their customers. King's Dominion's like, y'all gonna fry for this, 45-minute wait.
As a black man, I'm going to say this. I've never seen so many whites. Like, living in Silver Spring, we live in a very diverse area. Like, very diverse.
Till you get to, like, only. Till you get to, like, Langley
We
Park.
live in a very diverse
When you get
area.
to Langley Park, you start
very
seeing
diverse area.
You, like, roll up your windows.
And when you go to King's Dominion or Six Flags, you see, like, a very diverse group of people. But
except for you go to the basketball
I
courts.
probably saw, like, literally a handful of African-American
Because I think a lot of black people don't know about Hershey Park. I think they know about it, but they never, it's always like, let's go to Six Flags. Let's go to King's Dominion. They never, like, let's go to Hershey Park.
It's honestly literally worth the drive. Like, it's worth the drive. It's worth the hotel stay. Like, literally, the hotel was literally, like, a 15-minute drive from there to Hershey Park. The parking is all day. Like, I was able to leave and go back. So, it was very convenient. They have, like, the little tour that you can do at the...
Yeah, when they show you the factories and stuff.
Yeah, so, and then at the end you get a little piece of chocolate. I didn't get to go on the tour, so that gives me another reason to go back.
I need to get that tour.
Yeah, I was really, honestly, literally, the whole day you're literally waiting. And I didn't even take my phone inside, so we got there about, like, 10 o'clock. And then, when we asked one of the people that worked there what time it was, he was like, it was 2:30. We were like, wow. We didn't even realize.
Right. You're like, wait, what?
Yeah, we didn't, we was eating while we were in the park and everything.
Because Hershey Park has a different time zone. When you enter their time zone, time moves at a slower. I'm just kidding. Anyway.
No.
But yes, we're back. Like I said, he was out of town. I was working on various projects. So we're back with the Men a Few Words podcast here. to redefine and renew your mind, body, and spirit.
What are you talking about? Hold on. Wait.
Renew your mind, body, and spirit. In the Jesus name, amen. Alright, anyway. So today's topic is going to be about money. Money. And we had a good friend of ours, Prez. Shout out to Prez. He posted a comment that I can't pull up right now. Okay, Medicated Joker's going to pull it up while I play some waiting music. Your call is important to us. Please hang on the phone.
Nope, that ain't it. You can start.
You're a call. Dog, come on, find the. You know what? I should have did it myself, man. I'm running out of breath. I'm like turning blue in the face. You're just looking at me like you're not even. You ain't even pulling it up.
First off, okay,
Boom.
I don't have access.
You shouldn't have access.
Listen. Alright.
First off,
The way Facebook works,
the way my Facebook is set up is.
I gotta check it in the savings.
I gotta check it in the savings, and then I gotta pull it up. Alright, let me just find it. Alright, here we go. Boom. Great episode, guys. Let's see. So he wants us to know. Alright, sorry for that long wait. He wants to talk about. First, he talked about materialistic things. He says, I love to hear one on the idea of money/materials, as in how big your bank account is or what car you drive, etc. Should or shouldn't determine how you're viewed in worth as a person or a partner in a relationship. If this falls more under the broader category of toxic masculinity, then that could be a touch base on other things. Alright, so here's my thing. I do think money is important. I don't think money should be like the main thing that attracts you to somebody, but it is important. I've seen people drive cars that are like from 19 or like early 2000s, and they go home to mansions. So a car doesn't necessarily represent like your income value, I guess. Like I've seen people like barely struggling to pay off like car notes from 2014. Like they're still paying off cars. Like I don't think a fancy car necessarily determines like if you're worth something. Like, oh, this guy, he must have money because he has like a Lamborghini. It's like people will struggle to pay a car note. Like I don't even like paying my car note. So Medicaid Joker? Pretty much.
My view on this is pretty, I want to say interesting, because it's like it contradicts itself. And it's like when you look at it based on money, on a relationship standpoint, you're going to be with someone that is financially stable enough to provide for you.
Well, I wouldn't say you.
No.
I would say for yourself.
It's only because I see a lot of people in relationships that are bad for them, but they stay because for the finances. And it's like I do see a lot of women with men that don't do anything, like literally don't do anything. And it's like, I'm just like, I don't understand.
I don't understand your logic. What's the point?
Yeah, I really don't understand that logic. Like, if you're both doing bad, are you just gonna stay because he's doing bad and you're doing bad, and you think that something's going to change? Like, or if like he's doing bad and you're doing really good, and like, do you feel like, is it this? I feel like it's that mothering nature
That
that,
that-
and it's not all women that have that.
Yeah, men
Not-
have it too.
Yeah.
Like, I want to help you.
Yeah,
I
but
wanna take
that's
care of you.
weird. Like that's
Yeah.
like a daddy complex.
Like, I wanna
and you should.
Not even a
Yeah.
daddy complex. It's more so like they feel that they feel it means more to them if they can fix that person. So when they do fix that person, it's like, oh, see, it's like, why would you? I've seen women like get compliments from a guy like, all the time, but when they get a compliment,
because it's for control.
yeah, and when they get a compliment from a guy who never compliments them, it means like the world to them. Have you ever complimented a girl like, you're so pretty? And she's like, thanks, and then she gets another compliment from like somebody else, and it's like, oh my god, you just made my day, and you're like, I literally just said the same thing she said, like,
Yeah.
or like he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's very hard to like a lot of, and do see it. Like a lot of women say like compliment, like they don't get a lot of compliments or whatever, and I'm like, you do, but it's like it goes back to what I said. What was it? Last podcast, 2 podcasts ago.
2 months ago.
But yeah, like it goes back to how social media is. Like you, like when you post a selfie, you get those compliments all the time.
Right.
So when someone says it, is it really like meant? Like is there like the meaning of the compliment has gone away? Like
Because you get it all the time.
exactly like with saying like love and all that other stuff. Like it loses its meaning when it's like abused.
Yeah, when it's thrown around easily. Like,
Yeah.
I love you. It's like, do you? Really?
Like yeah, it's just like it's just like how if like a man cheats or if a woman cheats, then and they tell every single person that they're with that they love them, that they want to be with them, that this and that, then like that's
Yeah, it
abusing
is.
the word. That means it means nothing at that point. So it's just like with money. Wait, where was I going with this?
I don't know. That's why I looked at you and looked at my phone like, what are you talking about? Like, I could have sworn I mentioned, like, banks and stuff.
I totally forgot
I
where
know.
I was going with
All right,
that.
so let's just get this train back on the tracks here. So, what kind of car you drive, it shouldn't be determined how you view it. I think like I said, it's important that the person has some type of financial stability if you guys are... It depends on where you are in the relationship. Because when you're like 16, 15, whatever, how old you are, like, you most of your income is coming from your parents, unless you got like a summer job or something. But I think when you're an adult, like, I think you should be able to pay your bills. I think you should be able to take care of yourself, blah, blah, blah. You should also have, like, I'm not saying you should have outstanding credit, but you should have, like, decent credit, like, where you can, like, if you guys were planning to move together, you can't get the place because your credit's messed up.
Yeah.
And, you know, and stuff like that. So I do think it's important, but I don't think it's, like, as important as, like, other things. Because I feel like when you have money, especially for men, like, when a lot of men have, like, these rich men, powerful men have money, they treat their women like crap because they're like, I got all this money, you need me, so I'm going to treat you however I want to. And a lot of men suffer from that, like, I'm not going to say God, well, it is, yeah, it's a God complex. They feel like they're better than the women because it's like, oh, you need me, so I'm going to treat you however I want to treat you, and you're going to take this. That's why a lot of women, you see these celebrities, they're in abusive relationships.
Yeah.
Because of, you know, because what money does to people. And I feel like the more money you got, the more you feel like you're entitled to things. It's like, oh. But I also think you got to talk to your partner about that. Like, financially, like, whatever works out for you guys. Because some men like taking care of women. Personally, I like my girl being dependent, but also we work together on certain things. I don't like being just like, I'm going to pay for everything.
Yeah.
And I don't want her to just pay for everything. So it's like, I like when there's a balance of like, I can cater to you, but I know like, if you needed something, you could get it. And if you know I needed something, I can get it myself. But, you know, if there was ever a time where I was like, where you was like, you didn't have the money, you know, I got you, and vice versa. Versus like just paying a girl everything, like, I'll pay for this, I'll pay for this, I'll pay for this. Which brings me to like when you go on a date. Now, I've been on a few dates. I'm gonna just be straight up honest. I always pay on the first date, no matter what. Like, if she asks me, like, if she say, hey, you want to hang out? Or I say, hey, you want to hang out? I'm gonna pay on the first date. I don't mind. But I always like to see if the woman's gonna, like, pull out her wallet or maybe suggest that we split the bill or she... But if a woman sits there, folds her arm like, you're going to pay for this, right? That kind of puts me in a mindset that she thinks that this is going to be a reoccurring thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, no, I don't think I should have to pay for everything. Because in that same breath, if you feel that a man should always pay, then because of society standards, that's like me saying, every time I want to have sex, we should have sex because society says that's what you're supposed to do. So if every time you think we go out, I'm supposed to just open up my wallet because you're entitled to that, then I could be like, I feel entitled to you opening up your legs.
Hold on, but wait.
There's more.
That technically is a form of prostitution.
Shut up. Shut up. I don't even know where that... I'm like thinking you're about to say something deep. You're like, that's a form of prostitution.
But it is when you think about it.
How?
Exchange of money for...
No, I was just saying like in the sense of...
Yeah, but I mean...
Not like right
it's
then
not,
and there. Like,
yeah, I know, but it's not. It's not, but it is.
Too much weed.
No. It's
not enough.
Yeah, definitely not enough. But no, it technically is. But I also think that if you... Basically, if like you decide to live together and something happens, if you feel like you're trapped...
In the closet, R. Kelly. Rated R. Coming soon to a theater near you. Boy.
This ER. But no, if you feel like you're trapped and like say that like you're being like abused, or if like you like are just become unhappy and just don't want that anymore, if you feel like you just can't talk to your spouse, come to a decision, and up and leave, then at any point, like, either or, be it the man or the woman, like, if you just can't, like, be like, well, okay, I'll get a hotel room until I can make accommodations for, like, moving, or da-da-da-da. Like, and it's obviously the person that wants to leave, sorry, in my opinion, you gotta go. You can't have the house.
Right.
I'm sorry, you are the one that want to leave. Get out the house.
True. I mean, it's a tough call because, you know, it's something that it changes from person to person, because some people feel like, money's not a big deal. Some people feel like it is a big deal, because, and I think it is, especially like you said, if you're like trying to live together, like, you know, it's like if I can't pay the rent on the 1st, you can cover on the 15th. Like, you got me, right? You got it next week.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it can't be like, oh, I ain't got the 1st or the 15th. And it's just like, bro, like...
Yeah, where is your money going?
Exactly. And
like,
then that's when it asks questions, because it's like, where is your money going? Because, like, you can buy all the materialistic stuff, but it's like...
Because if you're living together, honestly, you should know how much your partner makes. You should both know what both of your income is. Mm-hmm. You should both know what what your bills separately are, because you still have to worry about those first before you can worry about, like all the conjoinment. Like, you gotta let each other know what y'all bills are separately, and then what you have after that. Yeah. And then you can put all the bills that you have together. Then that's when you can decide if you can like start being together.
Or just make a joint account where each
No. Do not do a joint account.
Why not?
I want to do a joint account with any woman that I'm not married to.
No, I'm saying if you're married.
Okay.
No, not like you're just moving in. Yeah, my bad. I should have said that. Like, when you're married, if you're married, I think that's better, because then whatever you guys bring home, y'all could just be like, all right, I'm putting this much amount in here towards this, and then boom, 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 and y'all could take whatever out for that and stuff. So I think it's, like I said, it's all about communication and just talking with the person and stuff. I don't think it's a reflection on that, but I find it strange that that it's like it's normal for women to look at men and really judge them financially. But if a man was to, you know, kind of look at a woman and go, how's your money looking? Like, I don't know, how would the woman take that? Like, you don't really see much of that. You see, it's mostly the women concerned about the men's financial stability versus the men worried about the women's financial stability. And I think naturally women, most women want that, like, you know, we just live in society. We live in a society where the man is the head of the household. Men pay for the rent. They pay for everything. Blah 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 blah. But I'm like, times have changed. Like, if you try to buy a house in Montgomery County, it's expensive.
Yeah.
Like, apartments expensive. Like, apartments are like $2,500 now for like a 3-bedroom. That's ridiculous. You might as well buy a house with that. It's like,
honestly, you really should
just rent a house. Like,
you really can, because like you can rent a townhome for like the low like 12. It's like 12, 13. 12, 13 for renting a townhome, or even probably owning a townhome. If you can put down like the decent down payment. So I mean.
So it's like we live in different times now. Like, 'cause I remember my parents were like, they were discussing like how rent back then was like $500.
Yeah.
But you know they were making like $4.70, like $5, $6 an hour at that time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like different times. So I think like, you know, as time progressed, I think we have to understand that it's not like, you know, it's not like guys are out here like coming home with bank, like, you know, guys like I'll see my check. And I'm like, dang, that's nice. And then I'll see the taxes. And then I'm like,
yeah.
Well, goddamn.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like sitting there like.
And then bills hit.
Yeah, I know. Credit
and
card.
then you guys then you like, fuck. Then you gotta put one bill back because you're like, okay, I can still put it back to the next paycheck.
Right.
Because I'll still be good. And then you be looking at the month and you be like seeing how many like Fridays, and you be like, okay, that's the month I get paid 3 times. All right, bet. And I can do this and do that. And you're like, all right, then that's the month I get paid 3 times again that month. So you just
every time I think I'm like, I'm gonna do something great with this money. I'm like, credit card.
Yep.
Car note, gas.
And then the weird miscellaneous shit that happens.
Right.
Car gets broken down. Or
I know.
They gotta get a
had
tire
a flat
fixed.
tire. Oh
Yes.
my god.
Oh fuck. Oh, flat tires.
I had it on Georgia Avenue too. I was like,
I gotta buy 2 new tires already, bro.
I need to buy me a spare tire.
So it's just
that's
like.
ridiculous.
And like when you just think about it, like you
it's
put
hard.
money back,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
hard.
it's just like it goes away.
Yeah, and then you're left with pennies practically, and then you gotta do that this fast. So
and then you still gotta be social.
Yeah, then you gotta still be social, and you gotta go out because your girl wanna go out or your man wanna go out. For the ladies, you know, you wanna take your man out, and then you end up like they're like, oh, your bill's like $55, and you're like, oh,
$55 plus tips.
plus
like
tip, I know,
60,
and then you're like, oh
60, 65.
Then you at work like contemplating selling drugs, like I should be selling drugs. So I think it's important that you do talk to your spouse.
Like, babe, we gotta have a deep conversation.
But see, I think it's.
Hey, you are so fine. You are so fine. So what I need you to do, go down to the stadium, babe, and just please, just like we need some more. We need something more.
And she gonna be like, "What about you?" She gonna be like, "I'm gonna be out there with you. I'm selling my body too. I'm out there."
I'm on the sidelines. Go, baby, go.
No, you're gonna be like, "I'm selling my body too."
Look, you give me the money you give me, right? I just give it right back to you, like recycling. Like go.
Yeah, you gotta start playing the stocks and bonds and bitcoins and all that. I mean, you gotta start putting your money elsewhere, man. That's gonna like increase with value, but. That all depends, cause like I said, a lot of men, like Dave Chappelle had this stand-up where he said like men buy fancy cars because they know women like fancy cars.
Yep.
Like no man, it was like he said if you could have sex with a girl in a shoebox, a man wouldn't buy a house. Like he would just have sex with her in a shoebox. So it's like to an extent, I think when we see, I think we put too much value in materialistic things like a nice car. Or a nice house and stuff. It's like because all those things are nice and all, but it's like you gotta understand. Like a lot of people go home and they're miserable. Like people who have money, they go home and they're miserable. They're not happy. Their wife's not talking to them. Their husband's not talking to them, and they go out cheating. Like it don't make sense. Like I'm like, how do you have all this money and you're still not happy? Because money cannot necessarily buy you happiness. It can bring you joy, but it can't bring you happiness.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Like you can have the biggest car, you can have the nicest car, nicest house. But you can come home and your wife can hate your guts.
Cause like it's weird. Like if I had like with my mentality that I have now, like if I became a millionaire tomorrow,
I think I know what you're gonna say. You wouldn't even spend all the money.
No, honestly, I feel like I would change. I honestly feel like if I had got a like.
What the hell was
I'm
that?
sorry, I'm thinking of a number. I was about to say.
You sound like Aaron from Teen Titan when he's like deforming, like, I'm out of my Titan form. By the way, Attack on Titan is dope. Captain Levi.
50 mil. No. 75. 75 mil. That's the minimum that I would need to like continue. That would make me into I would become a shut-in first off. Okay.
Oh yeah, I probably like, except for like close friends and family, like y'all probably wouldn't hear from me at all. Like
zilch, nada. Like I still probably post memes on Facebook. Okay.
Like you probably wouldn't even know I had it. Like for real.
And then you like. I'm sorry, I can't, no. Like, I wouldn't want to be bothered. Like, there would be no need for me to live comfortably the way that I need to and want to right now with my mentality. I do not need to go outside if I have $75 million. I
don't think anybody would go outside. I think you can literally build the outside inside your house. Like, you could literally be
but I wouldn't even care. Like, I wouldn't get no sun. Like
pale,
like
just
that, like
French toast sticks still
like I'd still eat because I'd obviously order takeout all the time. Like I wouldn't care. Like, and if I probably was in the mood for something special, like a nice steak or something, then I'd probably leave.
I'd probably go for a steak.
Yeah, like
just to feel fancy.
Steak. Yeah.
Let me go to this 5-star restaurant. Can I get the steak medium
rare?
Like,
dude, I know so many restaurants that are not even 5-star that have amazing steaks that are like $20, and I'd be like, all right, let me go get me a nice fancy steak. Here's $20.
Let me go to Outback. I'm feeling fancy tonight. Whoa.
But it's just like I feel like at the end of the day, since I wouldn't spend the $75 million, I would get taxed so much at the end of the year that there would be no point. The thing
is, when you win the lottery, they tax you anyway, so you don't even actually win a million. You get like 900, like you get close to it.
They say that if you take it like in increments, that you don't get taxed as much. To
me, I'm like, if you say I want 75 million, I don't give a tax whatever you got and just give me the rest.
Like, yeah, you're right. Because honestly, even after they tax it, I get still.
If I get 50 still with that 75, I'm Gucci. Yeah, pay off all my bills. Get a nice house. No, I would buy a house.
I don't even need a big house.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't need a big house. Like, what do I need all those fucking extra rooms for?
That's why money changes people, man. Like, people be buying like 7 cars, and I'm like, Chris Brown, what do you need with 7 cars, son? Like, you can't even drive them all at once.
Yeah, like, and then you let your homies drive it, and then they'd be like, yeah.
Didn't they crash his car or something?
I think so. I don't know.
It was like years ago. He let his friend borrow his car, and they like totaled his Lamborghini. Yeah, so, it's like money.
I wonder what they pay for car insurance. That's another thing.
Well, you know, the fancier the car and the color, the higher.
Yeah, exactly.
But it also depends on how long you've been driving too.
Exactly, and your driving record.
Yeah,
okay.
So it's like
most of these celebrities have DUIs. Okay.
Most? It's like literally like every celebrity. You could probably just type in their name and it's like he's been pulled over like
every celebrity that has a DUI.
And then like it's just like every celebrity from A to Z. From freaking 6ix9ine, Tekashi to Tupac, rest in peace, Biggie, rest in peace, Nas, all them, man. So I'm like, I don't know, man. Money's funny.
Like, and it honestly would change me. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'd be like, bro.
I think money does.
If anybody asked me for money, I'd still be like, I ain't got it.
Well,
I'd be like, I gotta pay bills. They'd be like, how do you have to pay bills? Everything's paid off until 20 never. I'm like.
I mean, it should be. I mean, if it's fair, like for me, like I think if I honestly want $50 million, I would slap my mom some. Of course,
Mom's is already taken care of. That's it. We're not including Mom's. Mom's is taken care of.
She's
regardless.
good. She's Gucci. Like it's like, Mom, you can literally retire right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like trust me. And then I slap my
sister. You're not working. Like you can be a shut-in too.
You don't have to work. Come on, let's go get this steak together.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go.
So like my sister gets immediate family would get some, and then like I just pay my bills, get a nice house, boom. I mean, honestly, I was secure in like, because one day I plan on having kids. I would just secure in their future so they don't have to worry about nothing. So it's like, yo, if you ain't got a house by this time, just know your dad bought this house. It's in y'all name, so when I'm dead, y'all can have that house. Just don't sell it.
See, the thing is, I would have to wait before I do that because, I'm only saying this because I could raise some little shits. I could be a good parent, and my kids still raise to be a little shit.
And that's sad because you'd be like, please don't sell the house. They'd be like, okay, Dad.
And then they still
and they sell the house, and they don't even get as much as money you put into it.
Exactly. So I have to wait and see. So
you guys see that golden child?
Literally, probably about I want to say 3 weeks. 3 weeks minimum.
Just to see how it goes,
3 weeks minimum is when I will actually. I'll have probably a couple of versions of my will written up.
You got it's all right. So you've been tripping lately, medicated Joker Jr. So I'm gonna rip this will up and I'm gonna write this one.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna I'll just sign this one. What happens to all assets? Here's your charity. Boom, all my money. I'm gone, bruh.
I think
all money to a charity. My kids ain't getting nothing.
I would play with my kids. I would lie and be like, I buried a treasure in this house and make a fake treasure map and be like, here's the secret code. It's 44. Oh. And then just die on the last 2 numbers. They'd be like, what's the rest of the numbers? And then just have them search the house and all along the treasure was in their heart because and then it's a video of me just I know you're wondering where the treasure is, but the true treasure is you guys. And they probably be like, that's bullshit. It's oh man, that'd be too funny. No. But this next comment's from Marcus Cooper, hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Remember, you gotta read his comment in a very special way.
Yeah, we know. Topic and relationships. That's how we talk. Topic and relationships. Is it wrong to be 50-50 with your partner? Or should a man be the primary source of income while the woman stays home? While the women stay home? I'm confused. While the wife stays home. Alright. I read that wrong. I don't know why.
Dyslexic.
First off, I had a conversation about this with my girl. It's hard to say 50-50 because if you're not making the same income, how can you go 50-50?
That is true.
So, and she brought up that point, so I'm gonna have to steal it from you. Sorry. If you're making let's say if the guy's making 70,000 and she's making 50,000, I feel like the man should be paying the bigger bills because you make more money. There's no reason why I have 200 and she has 50. I'm gonna make her pay a bill that's $45, so that leaves her with $45. It's nah, I would just pay because I have the higher income. But again, you have to establish that with your relationship. I feel like a lot of men go into that state of I want to take care of you. Oh, don't worry about it. I got you. I do this. And then 3 months later, they sick of it because they're like, oh, you don't do nothing.
Yeah.
All you do is sit here. All you do is lay around. Da 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 da. But it's you enabled her in that behavior. But 50-50 is hard to say. I think that if you guys, if you don't make the same amount of income, I think there's going to be things where it's okay, I'll take care of the mortgage or rent, or we both take care of mortgage and rent. We put towards the mortgage. I pay for the rent, and then you pay the gas bill, electric bill. Because gas is $100. Water is $12. Electric's
but when you think about that, you also got to make sure that both of y'all are both responsible enough.
Yeah.
To make sure you're paying them.
Because you don't want to come home and you click, 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 and your lights off, and you're
you don't you both got to be responsible enough to pay them on time, because you just can't be screwing over your partner as well, because that's credit and all that other stuff. You got if you're in that relationship, you got to be fair. True. You got to it's if you really want to go 50-50, and I'm doing that with air quotes, people. 50-50. Then you gotta come to agreement to be okay, listen, can you start if they start missing a couple of bills, can you okay, you should take it in your part to try to reach out to them around that time, if you remember, call them and be hey, did you remember to pay da 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 da? Hey, did you remember that? Then after a certain point, if they didn't start getting it, then that's when you just honestly gotta start putting your foot down, because there's something not clicking with that person.
Yeah.
There's really anything that especially if you're an adult. Like especially if we're all adults. If you're living together, you're an adult. Like you're not a little child. There's so many responsibilities that you have to take care of.
Which is why it's better to just have like a payment plan where like they automatically take it out.
Yeah, but that also screws you over because remember, if you we were just talking about it. You go out to eat or you get that card and then
it's like, oh wait, they took it out.
Yeah, they took it out already, and you like got to do that embarrassment call. Yeah, can you
forward that savings stuff?
Yeah,
to
can
my
you
checking?
reverse that back. Yeah, no, I didn't mean to.
That sucks too. Like I've had my card declined, and only because I had I think it was a brand new card, and like they had just told me like someone had swiped it, or like it was like Walgreens for like $200, and I'm like, they was like, did you make a purchase in Ohio? I'm like, I'm in Silver Spring. When did I go to Ohio? So I forgot they were like they had like canceled my card, so I went to like Popeyes and I was like, swipe, and it was like your card's declined. I'm like, oh, but they're like super loud about it. Like they never like be discreet. They're like, this card is declined, and they're like waving it in the air. Everyone's eating their chicken. Like his card declined. You see that? Poor guy can't even get no chicken.
Oh, poor little black guy.
Poor little black guy can't even get potatoes and chicken.
Yo, you want some chicken, little guy?
Yeah,
Here, chicken? I got a little drumstick for you.
Speaking of Popeyes, if you ever notice, you get like tenders. It'd be like if you get your food super fast at Popeyes, I would question it because that drink be sitting up there for like hours, and they'd be like, yeah. I'm like, nah, I want like the fresh chicken that's just coming from the deep fryer, not that.
That's why you gotta get whatever you see is. That's why when you're in line, you
gotta look.
Scope,
I know you gotta look.
You gotta scope and then decide on what you want based off of what you see on the right.
I know you like. They got like 12 biscuits. They're gonna give me one.
Yeah,
it's probably fresh though. It's like, oh, the tender's been looking.
Now biscuits are always gonna be fresh because you cannot go to Popeyes and hate the biscuits. Like if you go Popeyes and you hate their biscuits, then there's something wrong with you.
When I was like super sad, I used to eat the biscuits without anything to drink. Trying to choke. Oh my god. You remember the meme? You remember the meme where it's like from Baby Boy and it's like eating biscuits like the dude's like choking out Jody? Bro, let me just forward. If you've never been to Popeyes, which I don't know who has it, but if you order those biscuits and you do not have anything to drink, that's a death wish. I'm not even lying to you.
You can even have jam.
Yeah, you can have jelly with it, and that drink is still like thick. Like you're just like, nothing can help it, yo. Oh man, I said when I was sad. But goodbye, cruel world. It's like putting like Pop Rocks with a soda. It's like.
Here lies Sean.
Here lies Sean.
Popeyes biscuit.
He died from the Popeyes biscuit. Somebody puts like a biscuit on top of the casket and like, may you rest in peace.
All of a sudden, Popeyes biscuits no longer exist because you got choked.
We totally went off the rail. So, back to the topic. Should a man be the primary source of income? That depends on you. Like, let me ask you this. How do you feel if you, I don't know if you're going to get married. If you do. Or if you want to, whatever comes, whatever happens, would you be upset if your girl made more money than you?
No.
I'm the same way. I'm like, if my girl makes more money than me,
I'm saying go ahead, do that. Like, if you honestly want to make, like, cause she would honestly know that I'll make less than her. Like, off jump, she'll know. She would know.
Like, listen,
like,
if you want to
pay the rent, like, she would know what I do. She would know what I do for work. Like,
right.
So she would, if we're gonna be talking about living together, like, if we're gonna be like. To that point in our relationship, then yeah, she's gonna know how much I make. She's gonna know what my income is. Right. So it's like if I know that, and I'm gonna know what hers is. So if like she makes money than me, then I'm like, all right, then it's not gonna be like, oh no, I don't want to sleep with you anymore because you make more money than me.
That's that toxic.
No. It's gonna be like, oh, you make more money than me. Hey, sugar mama, you doing?
That's that toxic masculinity thing where guys feel like they have to make more. Like. It shouldn't be a competition. Y'all working towards the same goal. Like y'all working together.
Yeah.
Like it's not that her money is your money or your money is her money. It's like y'all just working together. So like my girl's making more money than me. It's like
it's still okay until you're married. It's honestly
it's my money and her money until we're married. Then it's like our money pretty much.
Yeah, it's the family's money.
Exactly, because it's like at the end of the day, we both need to live here.
Yeah.
So let's get off our high horses and just work together in doing that. So I don't think the man has to necessarily be the main primary source of income, but if that works for y'all relationship or y'all marriage, that's fine. But you gotta. I mean, you gotta talk. You gotta talk about it.
I have a question. Where is if the man makes less money than the female, and he's the primary source of income, okay, where is the rest of the female's money going?
No, he's saying no. The question was
No. I know that, but
Yeah.
I'm just asking as a statement.
What?
Like,
What was your question? Because your fingers were going all over the place with that. You were like,
Okay.
"That's the female."
Okay, so say this:
Mm-hmm.
your girl makes more money than you.
Right.
Okay.
She probably does.
Okay. you live together. Okay, but you're the primary source of income.
How?
Because you have that masculinity. You don't want her. You don't. Like I'm saying, you don't.
You want her to. You want to be the guy to pay for everything.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
she has more money.
Yes. Okay. So all right.
That's stupid.
So exactly, that is stupid.
That is
That is
stupid.
stupid. But there's a lot of guys that do that because they feel like they have to do that because of that male son. But that's beside.
Yeah.
So
That's a
for
different
the
topic.
female,
Mm-hmm.
where is the rest of that income that she has going? If he's basically providing for her, if he's putting himself in debt, okay,
That's for a rainy day, pretty much. Either that or she's just spending it on herself, which a lot of women do.
they do. That makeup is expensive.
Yeah, they go out. They be like, "This. Oh, my husband paid for this, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna buy new shoes, new clothes and stuff." And you see the man, he be looking worn down, tired, just like beat down to a pulp, and I'm just like, well, man. I mean, like I said, it really. All these things are very subjective because there's no right or wrong answer. It's just really what you like. Because like I said, some men don't mind paying for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally, I just like when I have kids, like I just don't want my kids to grow up spoiled. Like you just gonna be entitled to certain things because
Yeah.
because the problem is it's like when you feel entitled to certain things, like men, and this is like like for women, like you get treated a certain way because he feels entitled to certain things. So it's like if he's like, I got all this money, I can put my hands on you because I know I have you in this financial clutch because I got you. Like whatever you need, I provide for you. But guess what? When it comes to like you want to sleep at night, nah, we making love. Like I want to make love, not what you want to do. It's like what I want to do because this is my house.
Yeah.
So you just have to really be careful with that, like especially with men. And then it even goes with women. Like some women like abuse their men, emotionally. Like, oh, you're not a man because I take care of you. You're gonna do what I say. Da 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 da. And that's something that we don't see it a lot in the media, and it's not talked about because a lot of men can't talk about it because they don't know how to talk about it.
Yeah.
Like emotional abuse is real and even sometimes it gets physical. Like women be putting their hands on men too, and they can't fight back because they put their hands on a woman. Case closed. That's it. So you gotta really be careful when it comes to money because money can really alter who you are, and it can really put you in a situation that you don't really want to be in. So for the man to be the primary source, that's up to him, but that's up to y'all to decide. For real.
And there's a lot of, I like to put like on like that trophy wife type of like thing, like that's basically what, like if like that if she doesn't want to pay for nothing like that, if she wants a guy to like be able to afford for her, provide for her, and like do everything for her, and she really shouldn't have to do any of that, then that's basically what she's saying. Is she wants to be a trophy wife, someone that's like a woman that's just held up in the light, that just looks pretty, like and shown off for everybody, and just be like, look, I obtained that. Like that's basically what a like, and it's sad.
It is.
Like, and I don't understand.
That you feel like that's all you have to offer yourself. Like, just put me on a pedestal and just and you just hold this woman up based off the money you make.
But could there be a trophy husband? Is the question.
Huh?
Can there be a trophy husband?
Have you seen Gone Girl?
No.
You should really, actually, no, you should not watch that. That movie will have you spooked for women because it's pretty bad. Pretty much she had a trophy man. Like because he was low in income, blah blah blah, and she was the money maker. So she tried to like, I guess, conform him into this way that'll make him appealing to everyone around her, because she was like the one making all the bread and money. The movie is very psychotic, but I think that could be a trophy husband. That's weird, but it's rare, I guess. It's weird.
Yeah, it's
and
weird.
you wouldn't even know about it. You wouldn't even know about it.
Exactly.
And you wouldn't even know about it because we wouldn't even discuss it, because you wouldn't even acknowledge it. There's no symptoms of like.
But in order to be a trophy husband, you just got to be attractive. So it sucks. You can't have an ugly trophy. I'm sorry. Like what?
Well, beauty is subjective. Like, you may find someone ugly, someone else may find them pretty. Truth be told.
Okay, we're just gonna go with that conversation.
Sure, for real. Like, there's girls that I'll be like, all right, I'll tell you straight up. I do not find, like, you mentioned it. You said, what's her name? Ziggy.
Iggy. Oh.
Iggy, Ziggy, Liggy, whatever her name is. You found her attractive. I don't.
Yeah,
Cardi B. I don't find her attractive. I think her music's great. She's not that pretty. She's alright.
Her voice is annoying.
Nicki Minaj is gorgeous
Okay.
when she looks not like a darn clown. When she looks normal, when she just has regular, she's not doing that. It's
No,
like,
no, she is actually, she is beautiful. And I'm not like, and I don't really, like, everybody like talks about her ass and everything. I'm like, I'm not even looking at like.
she has a nice face.
Yeah,
she's just pretty.
Yeah, she is honestly. Man,
Also,
she's
she can't
really
twerk.
pretty. Yeah,
Did you see that when she finally released that twerk video? Everybody was like,
I'm not going to talk about my queen like that. I'm not going to talk.
But all in all, money should not rule you. Don't let money rule you. Money is important. I think you should always talk to your partner about it, and when discussing it, I don't think money can make the person, because money is just something that you have. It's not actually you. So try to just redefine yourself without the money. Money.
It's totally off beat.
I know.
Okay.
Anyway, can we talk about this thing though real quick?
What thing?
Since we discussed, that was a request podcast for you guys. Money. You saw the Wildin' Out thing? Where DC Young Fly said something about her dark skin and she took it a little too personal.
Yeah, when she said, I didn't see what happened after she said that you're like
self-hating black women.
Yeah, you're self-hating.
I'm like, I understand her point, but you purposely go on a show where they literally make fun of Nick Cannon and him and Mariah Carey relationship.
Okay, listen. This is what I come back to my term of racist blacks. Okay,
That's not a term, so stop saying that.
All right, that is a term.
No, that's a term in your head.
That is a term. Okay, and that is what she is. Cause like you get.
How's it racist? What? It's prejudice. Racist is dealing with power. Like, I don't want to have to school you right now, son.
Listen, it's called. I say it's a racist black because like she is so upset over. Like she went straight to it being hating about hating black like
no,
you can't just because
she made look. I don't agree with her.
If you do not find a black woman attractive, as a black woman specifically attractive, that doesn't mean that you hate black women. That means that it's not your type.
No, you're conditioned.
I mean, it's not. You don't have. You're not conditioned. There is no book, nothing, nowhere that it says that you have to love the person of your race. So basically,
what?
It doesn't say nowhere.
In a book?
Nowhere.
Book?
Nowhere. It says
Do
you have to love.
you know who Malcolm X was?
Okay, so again, like I said, racist blacks.
He's not racist. I think let me first off, racism comes from the settlers coming in murdering blacks. That's where racism came from. Racism deals with power, institutional power, systematic power. Do black people hold that power? No. You already saw the Madden kid get shot, and they're already saying, the Madden kid go on there shooting people because he lost the game in Madden. And they're like, he had mental.
So racism isn't hate.
Racism is hate
Racism. So
Racism is hate, but it all
towards another race.
But it deals with power. The part you keep forgetting. Black people don't have that type of power, so that it's not racist. I will give you prejudice. Yes, I will say it's prejudice, but you cannot say I'm being racist towards a white person, because is there a place that white people can go and feel safe? Yes, they can go to the South. Can I go to the South? No, I cannot. Is there a group?
You technically can, but the
I gotta hide.
I
I gotta hide. If I go to Little Rock, I gotta hide under a little rock. Like, we still have the KKK. We still have neo-Nazis. But they criticize Black Lives Matter movement like we were hanging people from trees. We didn't do none of that. We didn't bomb schools. We didn't do none of that.
Of course, because they make up a majority of the population.
Who?
The whites.
Okay, so my point is...
Because why?
So how does
they
black...
brought
So how
us
can black...
over.
Exactly, so how
Okay,
can... Tell
so
me
they're
this.
not going to bring over. They're not going to be like, all right, let's bring over some more blacks than there are of us. Let's go.
So tell me
Let
how
them
can blacks...
overcrowd us.
Sit down. What are you doing? So tell me, how can blacks be racist? Tell me.
You're hating towards...
That's hate. That's not racist. Racism is literally oppressing a group of people. Can black people do that? Answer no. So that answers your question.
They're doing it in South Africa.
Huh?
They're doing it in South Africa, so technically...
Who? Because she said something that was equivalent to the N-word. And they said, yo, we're not going to have you saying racist stuff. You're going to jail. Only America is where you can literally have a KKK meeting and they're like, white power, screw black people, blah. And then they're like, oh, well, this is protected by freedom of speech. Donald Trump, this is protected by freedom of speech. Kanye West years ago said George Bush doesn't care about black people, and he literally had to make a public apology for giving his opinion. So don't sit here and say blacks are racist when we can't do the things that white people do. All right, how about this? I will say blacks are racist when we can shoot up schools and live to tell the story about shooting up schools, and they say we have mental illness. Until then, shut up.
We'll never be...
Exactly.
Yeah, but we'll never have that.
You know why? Because racism deals with what? Power. Power over the media, power over influence.
Okay, so it's not hate.
What? Are you listening to yourself? What are you saying?
So it's not hate.
What? Racism?
Yes.
It deals with hate, but you keep forgetting the
but
one
it's
key
more
part.
power.
It deals with hate and power. That's what I'm saying. I'll give you prejudice. Prejudice is having a point of view of someone based off experiences or just already like a self, you acknowledge a person like, oh, I'm being prejudiced towards you based off information that's probably not, like, that's generalized but doesn't deal with the specific person. Racism deals with hate, but you keep forgetting power because you keep focusing on hate. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Mm-hmm. But let's include the power part. That's the part black people don't have that. Like, if we did, I think when Trayvon Martin got shot, they showed pictures of him holding a gun. But when that college kid raped that girl who only got 3 months, they showed him in a suit. Like, he was a swim athlete. He was a mate. Like, that's racist. That is absolutely racist. You got dreads because you're a gangbanger. That's racist. Telling a white person, like...
Stereotyping.
And stereotyping also stems from racism and the whole Rasta movement and, drugs and stuff. But to go back to Azealia Banks... I get where she was coming from. I don't think it was the proper platform. It's wild now. Like, it's a joke. But I understand because black women, dark-skinned women, have a harder time than light-skinned women. Just like, that's true.
That is true. I will give them that. Like,
give them?
Yeah, I'll give them that.
Not associated.
I also hate, like, videos when I see dark-skinned women bleaching themselves. Like,
that's just
I
sad.
hate that.
And it's
because, like
one, you're pretty, and then two, it's just like the fact that, like, Sammy Sosa, like, you seen that guy? Mm-hmm. He is like pure white now, and he looks like a. That's honestly that's the hatred of, like, I hate my skin color, or I'm conditioned to hate my skin color. Mm-hmm. So I feel like Azealia Banks, where she was coming from, like I said, I understand her point, but I feel like DC Young Fly probably wasn't thinking that deep on that level, because on that show they do talk about some, like, they talk about Nick Cannon, like, failing as a rapper. They talk about his wife. They talk about how Eminem beat him, like, dissed his wife.
Yeah.
Like Snoop Dogg, like when Snoop Dogg was on there, he was like, oh, is that Suge Knight? And then like, it's just like, it's supposed to be all fun and games. So again, I think that's the wrong platform to do that on, especially with DC Young Fly. He's known for just Like, bring that ass here, boy. And he just talks about, like, people. So I don't necessarily agree with her, but I understand where she's coming from.
Clue what happened after that. So it's just
I didn't read too much. I just saw that she was just pissed.
She was just like upset, and I was like, bro, like it's not. That's how you know. Those.
Wait, we have it right here.
People.
I guess that wasn't. I don't know, but I think, like I said, I don't necessarily. I understand where she's coming from, but I don't agree with it like at all. Like if you purposely go on, that's like you going on the Comedy Central roast of medicated Joker. And, like, we're roasting you, and you're like, guys, I felt like this was unfair. I felt like you guys were picking on me.
I felt attacked.
I felt attacked. It's like, it's a roast.
I felt like there was a lot of very dark, depressing, truthful facts.
Truthful facts.
That should not be exposed to the public eye.
Did you just say truthful facts? You know, facts are already proven to be true. Truthful facts. You might as well say alternative facts. We have some alternative facts. Like, how do you have alternative facts?
Well, they have fake news, so, I mean...
This is some fake news right here. It's like, what?
It's not news, it's rumor. So,
it's a rumor.
If it's not news, it's a rumor. So
I was listening to... We only got a few minutes left. But I was listening to Russ Parr.
In the morning show.
He was talking about the Me Too movement. And he was saying, like, can men still flirt with women?
No.
Because of the Me Too movement.
Nope.
And look, you seem adamant to speak on this. You are wrong.
Like,
all of you are wrong. To turn your backs on the woman.
Because, like,
I am
okay,
T'Challa.
if you go out and you have a couple of drinks or whatever,
Wakanda forever.
and you dance with a girl, right?
Right.
If you touch her in any way,
Why are you touching her?
yeah, first off, like, what do you mean? Why am I touching her?
Why are you touching
her?
her?
How's it? What you only gonna dance like a foot away?
No, I'm saying you dance with her, but that's dancing. So I thought you meant like you went to her with her.
No.
I was like, why are you touching her still?
No.
Oh yeah, dancing, that's different because you have to.
But
make,
I'm saying
Uh-huh.
But can they use that? They use that meat, like if you're drinking, they use that Me Too movement. Like can that be used as like, and it's used like, that's how a lot of men are thinking. Like it's like if I speak to like a female and I say something and she takes it the wrong way, well, like I automatically like get like I don't like that, like they
so you gotta be cautious. You gotta be cautious when you talk to women.
Yeah, and it's like, and then they're like,
see, this is my thing.
and I get they kind of want that. They kind of want you to be scared, but at the same time, is it really a good thing for you to have like that type of fear?
I mean, you gotta be honest, because like a lot of men,
they are scumbags and they are dirty and they
remember that one time we went to the club and that one guy like kissed that yeah. See, it happened.
That is
I was about to fight him too. I think everybody was gonna fight him.
Bro.
Even the DJ was like, "I'm gonna fight this guy." But I feel like you just gotta play it safe when it comes to a girl. You just gotta play it safe. Like, there's no reason why you should like. Don't. I always look at things like this. I always assume a girl doesn't like me until she tells me.
Yep.
Or gives me a clear indicator that she likes me.
Yep.
So like when I met Harmony, it was strictly friend, like platonic. Like we talked. I mean, we talked about certain stuff, but it was like I knew I wanted to be with her, but I was like, I definitely want her to like let me know first before I make that move. Because then you go out there, you're gonna be looking stupid where you think like you talking to a girl and then you like, can I get your number? She's like, oh no, I'm leave me alone. Like, get away from me. Like, but it's like you were just all up on me on the dance floor. So you can't read into that too much.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to just. That's my only advice for men is don't read in it too much, but also just be respectful. Like, cause sometimes we don't know when to stop. Like calling someone adorable.
Yeah. Like, even though you
that
don't
joint
mean
had me like.
Even though you don't mean it as an insult, it's just
Tumblr. It's just Tumblr, and the white tears rolling in. And like you just got, I don't know, you just gotta be careful. I feel like a lot of people are taking things. I think some women, not all, but I think some women are a little too sensitive about certain things. But you also have to understand, like, just because you compliment a girl or you talk to a girl, that does not give her entitlement. Like, that doesn't mean she owes you a conversation.
Yeah.
Like,
really
if a girl ignores you, you just gotta take the L and move on. I'm sorry. Like, there's no reason to get mad. Like, just like Medicaid Joker will tell you, I'd be in the club, I'd be ignoring, like, women, like that one girl who kept, like, trying to dance with me, and I kept, like, moving around. I'm like, yo, can you, like, get away from me? And it's like, yo, she wants to dance with you. I'm like,
yeah, but
she's like, like, no, like,
I want to dance with her.
I was like, I want to dance with myself.
Like,
I
then you just look, and then you're like, she's cute, but she has no rhythm. Like, you're just there, you're just like, that is just like a lot of energy being exerted for no, like, what is she doing?
In Medicaid, it happens to like when we go, like when we probably not anymore or not.
Bruh, I don't think I can do that no more.
Yeah, we're done.
I'm done.
But like,
done with that lifestyle.
Literally going to Ocean City tomorrow. We're done with that lifestyle. About to go right back to the
okay, that's totally different.
About to go to Ocean City. So, but yeah, like we'll just see a girl and we'll be like. We're like, oh man, she looks kind of pretty or whatever. Then we see the dance move and we're like, and then like somehow she'll just be migrating slowly towards us, and we're just like, nah.
I'm like, where is the drunk white dude that's supposed to interfere? Cock blockers.
Like,
where are you?
Like seriously, that white people can't. They have no rhythm. I feel like because they don't have a soul. So like, you know, it's kind of like because the way they move like their body doesn't have a soul. They move like Luffy from One Piece, like just made of rubber. And I'm just like, yo, what are y'all doing? I don't have souls. You got to have soul. You know what it is? Rhythm and blues. You have to have soul. R&B and soul. It makes sense now. Y'all don't have souls. Justin Timberlake has a soul. Logic has a soul because he's biracial. He has half a soul. He has half a soul. Justin Bieber hung out with Ray. What's her name? Ray Schmuck. What is it? The Ray Schmuck.
No, he was mentored by Usher.
Oh, he was mentored by Usher. So he has a soul, and I hope it's not burning. Like Usher has a soul. Michael Jackson had a soul, even though he didn't look black. He was still black. Prince, rest in peace, had a soul. So, yeah. What were we talking about again? Yeah, me too. So yeah, I don't know. You just gotta be careful when you go in the club, man. So I say all that to say this: no one has a soul, and you gotta be careful when you go to the club. like you just gotta be careful. Especially you gotta be careful because you don't know who's dating who.
Yeah.
Like you be thinking a girl's single, and
bruh, I hate when that happens.
Dude, for your party, I don't know where you were at, but like I was literally next to Harmony, gave her a kiss, walked out. Dude starts talking to her. I'm a little drunk, so I go back. I'm like, what's this? You know, Harmony tell me like, oh, it's nothing, but you know, he just talking. I'm not even like listening to him for real. I was like, but why he wait till I leave to go talk? Like, cause that makes me feel like now you saying something that you don't want me to hear. Like I've seen a guy, like I was hanging out with Nelson, his wife or his fiance at the time. A guy comes up to his fiance, starts talking to her. Mm-hmm. He doesn't even react because he's like, oh, you know what? You're talking to her in front of me. That's cool. And he was like, oh, you want to dance? And she was like, my fiance's right here. And we're like, he was like, oh, my bad. And it was like, cool. He ain't know. But it's like, you saw me make out with her. You saw me kiss her and everything. And then you wait till I leave. And then you think of it just be, I'm dancing, I'm doing my little pop lock and whatever. And I come back and I'm like, hold on. I'm like, what's going on here? And it's like, but when we go out, we just, it would be the same thing if it was like with Ashley and Steven. Like if Steven like went somewhere and Ashley started talking, or some guy started talking to Ashley, like we'd be like, what you doing? Like, nah, that's my man's girl. Like, you need to move. Like, go. There's so many girls around here. Why you want to talk to this specific one that you know has one? But you gotta be careful. Cause
I mean, and I ain't gonna lie, we probably have been those guys sometimes too. But no, we haven't because we speculate.
No, we speculate. Like, we'll look, we be like,
we watch.
We be like, nah, she's too pretty. She might, and then next thing you see like this big dude with tattoos, and you're like, nah. See, and honestly, I'm gonna give men some good advice. Y'all should just be like me and Medicated Joker here. Like, you know what we do? We don't talk to them.
Yeah, you really don't.
We just wait. Like that. When I was
growing
single,
up, and they tell you like girls like love it when you ignore them. That is the truth.
It is.
Like if you don't bug them at like that's why like when they be like, why haven't you texted me all day? Like if you ignore them, if you don't bother them at all, they will.
I would say if you play it safe. Like, if you just act like they're your friend, because, like, I don't text these guys like that. I don't text my friends like that.
Yeah, exactly.
If
like,
you text them like that, then they'll be like, oh, okay, so what's going on here?
I will
Like,
leave you on red. Like, literally, we could be mid-conversation. If I say LOL, yeah, or whatever, and then you respond back, and you have something, I'm just going to look at it, and I'm going to just leave it at that.
Right.
Like, I'm just like...
Like,
and
what we used to do was, when I was single, and we used to go to the club, we used to, like, always, like... First off, we used to do our ritual. We get some shots.
2 shots tequila.
2 shots tequila, maybe a beer. If we were feeling it, we were feeling the night. Next thing you know, we were going to dance floor. And we would just dance. We would just dance.
Yep.
We'd be crip walking. We'd be freaking like,
Lawson.
yeah, what's the other day?
The shoot.
The shoot, like,
Shoot.
we used to do that. We used to do everything. Kid and play.
Kid and play, Cotton Eye Joe.
Yeah, all that. What?
Cubic Shuffle.
You say Cotton Eye Joe? Don't try to sneak that in there. We never done that. Hey, no, where you going to Cotton Eye Joe?
Hey, at least you know.
I know the song, but I was like, all right, Joe, I don't recall us doing that. And then when we did that, all the girls would see that we're just having fun. And that's most girls, you know, it's like the song, girls just wanna have fun now.
Yeah, and I will sing it with the girls. Like,
Exactly,
literally,
like,
you just act stupid with
You just
them. Like,
have fun.
like,
Don't
you know-
try to get them. Just
Yeah.
try to have fun. And they'll realize, wow, this guy's having fun. He's not interested.
And then you'll end up like just making out with you in the middle of the dance. Remember
that one chick for you?
Yeah, the one chick.
Oh my god, yeah, she was so. I'm not even gonna talk about that. I was just like, I just looked over and I'm like, damn, y'all look like a J-Lo in like a music video. Like the rain was coming down outside. I was like, bruh, like what are y'all doing?
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, I mean it can happen, but you know you just gotta play it safe. Like that's the best thing I can tell you. Like don't be pressed. Like, and the thing is like when we would dance. Like, we'll see girls, and we'll see that they're interested. They're like, oh, they're dancing. Like, I like the way they dance. And then they'd be like, oh, teach us how to do kid and play. And I'd be like, I can't. You don't have any soul. But I'll try my best. Like, I can't, but I'll try. But then, like, you'll see some guys come over, and they'd be like, then they'll, like, mess it up. And then the girls would kind of get, like, a little intimidated by all the guys surrounding them. So then they'll leave. But then they'll come back. And we never chased, like, I don't think there's ever been girls we ever, like, chased. Like, nah.
Like we would be like, yeah, we want that one,
But
then we would be like if it comes to a moment, like if the right song comes on and we like already feeling ourselves and we drunk enough, then
we'll slide over there.
Yeah, we'll slide over there.
But
if there's a gateway or an opening, like we'll do it. But if it's like.
Sometimes, like after a point, I'm just chilling at this.
Yeah,
point. Like, I don't even want to do it. I just want to chill. I'm kind of drunk.
I'm drunk. I'm having a good time right now. The music is good.
Right.
I'm vibing. Like
I'm chill.
Yeah.
I'm chill. So you just gotta really be chill. So for the whole Me Too thing, like the hashtag Me Too, I don't think it's that serious. I just think that a lot of men they don't realize like
they take advantage of their power.
Yeah, they take advantage of power. But I think like men just needs to understand that most women just want to have fun. Like, seriously. Like, if you just go there with the intention of not trying to get anything from them, you'll be surprised. Because they'll be like...
And they'll give something to you.
Yeah, they'll be like, here, text me. Like, here's my number.
Yeah.
And I never text them. Like, one girl was like, hey, what's your name? I like the way you dance. And I was like, I'm Odysseus. Like, like I totally told her my name was Odysseus. It was
that
like,
was funny.
And she was just like, what? And she was like, my name's something, something. I was like, all right. Bye. Like, hope you don't think anything's coming from this. Like,
yeah, no.
Nah, but you can't. I mean, you just can't go there with the intention like I'm gonna get this girl. Like, nah, because it really depends on the girl. Like, if she has to open up the door for you. Like, she has to give you that opportunity. And I guess like Rush Part, he was saying like he thinks women are like preventing like good men from like finding like or women finding good men because they're not letting them flirt with them. But it's like. Maybe the way they're flirting is just coming on wrong. Like, there's dudes who be like, you sexy as fuck. Like, no girl wants to hear that. Like, alright, I'm gonna give you another piece of advice. The best way to approach a girl if you really want to talk to her is just ask her a question. But make it a debatable question. You can even lie. If you're at the club by yourself, you could just say, hey, me and my friend were just arguing. But who do you think's better, Michael Jackson or Prince? Boom. and then you go from there. I don't know what to tell you.
And
After
then you gotta make sure you're asking the right girl, because then she'll be like, who's Michael Jackson or who's Prince?
And if she says that, most likely she has no soul. So we can conclude that you don't go to them. If a girl ever said, who's Michael Jackson or who's Prince, I'm like, how are you in this club right now?
She's too young for you, bro.
That's happened too. Like, I've had people on, like, when I was on Tinder, like, she was like, yeah, so she was like, yeah, I'm like 20. I was like, oh, okay. I think I was like 23. Yeah, I was like, I'm 23. And I was like, are you really 20? And she's like, I'm 16. I was like, oh no, she said like 17. I was like, delete? Like, why are you...
That's
You
one
gotta be
thing
careful
I will
with that.
never do. I can't do online dating. I'm sorry, I refuse. Like, I have to, one, physically see you. Two, I gotta know that you have been in a, like, if I'm going to a bar, I know that you're able to get in because it's 21 and over.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a fake ID, then don't talk to me. Like, I'm not
That's
getting
creepy.
that far. I'm not getting that far.
That's creepy.
I'm not getting that far.
That's creepy.
Okay, I will know before. Cause they like,
Yeah, exactly. I'm contemplating. So, if you guys don't know, Medicated, Joker, and I, and 2 other friends are going to be in Ocean City this weekend. We're going to be turning up. I'm contemplating if I should bring this. No, I'm not bringing it. I don't feel like doing this.
What, this?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. We're probably going to be too wasted to do it anyway.
No.
Like, it's just going to be a bunch of noise.
Get this off now.
Calm down. Alright, guys. I'm Nexus Case.
I'm Medicated Joker.
And thank you guys for listening to the In a Few Words podcast. We'll be back again on a regular schedule next week. Actually, we're not going to be next week because we have a wedding that week, and I'm probably going to need to rest because
Yeah.
we're gonna be turning up in Ocean City. Grottos, here we come.
Too bad this podcast is going up after we come back.
No, bro.
That's good.
This show is so late.
This is gonna be so crazy, and you guys will not be able to see it.
Grottos. I want to get on a slingshot.
Nope.
They
You
have
on-
that joint, right?
You on your own for that.
Come on, son.
You on your own for that.
Wakanda forever.